Hello! I'm creating 3D head variants for the upcoming game called Card Cricket Cast. In part 2 I will create the low poly and bake. Let's go! I start with renaming the high poly and the proxy poly with the search replace option. The proxy poly is the low poly from the high poly, but still not truly optimized for the low poly. So I heard it's called proxy poly, call it whatever you want. Proxy poly makes sense to me. I select the same high and proxy poly. The high poly will be turned into a magnet and the proxy poly can glide over the surface. This is what retopology essentially is. I delete faces which are not needed to save a bit more polys in the low poly, or add some edges to support the shape. Super time-lapsing this because you don't have to suffer with me. Here's a small export error, nothing special. The proxy poly for the hair base is not usable, so I retopo a new one. When retopoing, think about edge flow and be as low as possible and add more edges over time. Don't forget to zoom out. One hair strand is missing. In project there will be small mistakes. Know how to fix them, fast and clean. Checking if I can delete more faces without showing bold spots. The hair strands were already UV'd, so I only need them to lay out. Thanks Passmark. Hardening the UV border and everything else is softened. For these harsh angles, hard edges help with clean bakes. The beard is so round that I keep in mind making it not too low poly, or it will look a bit too edgy, and the beard should feel fluffy and brown. Deleting one side that is symmetrical like the beard or hair base. I reuse the previous hair base and just adjust the position. Hair strand retopo again. Let me log in and speed up that for you a bit. And done. Nothing to say for head 4, enjoy the process. For head 5, I reuse head 4's hairbase and inflate it. Collapsing some edges. I only need edges which support the silhouette. UV layout is done, mirroring the symmetrical parts and moving them to UDIM 1 to avoid baking errors. When mirroring, there is often a merge error in the middle. Merge vertex by distance and soften edge in the middle and everything is fine. Ooh, UVs look stretchy. It's fine though. iLimit tested stuff like that and you can stretch UVs to an insane amount. Bake time! Let's see if my low poly work is the greatest thing ever created by God or trash. Importing everything to Marmoset. Organizing the outline and materials. Now I increase the bake cage to avoid baking errors. And again, let me speed this up. And done. Finally time to test some bakes. Ah, the classic black edges. No worries, skew the edges and the problem is fixed. I just love marmoset. I'm marmoset's strongest soldier, I'm telling you. And by the way, this issue happens with too harsh angles. And now the big bake is coming, 4K and everything. That's it! This is how I make my low poly and bakes. And see you in my final video, texturing rendering. Like, subscribe, bye!